Okay, hello. Don't sweat the small stuff. And today is day 7. Don't interrupt others or finish their sentences. Interesting. It wasn't until a few years ago that I realized how often I interrupted others and or finished their sentences. Ooh, sounds personal to the actual author. Shortly thereafter, I realized how destructive this habit was, not only to the respect and love I received from others, but also for the tremendous amount of energy it takes to try to be in 2 heads at once. Think about it for a moment. When you hurry someone along, interrupt someone, or finish his or her sentence, you have to keep track of not only your own thoughts, but of those of the person you are interrupting as well. This tendency, which by the way is extremely common in busy people. Ooh, that's actually good. I never thought about that. Because you got to interrupt them, and then if they forget what they were saying, you have to remember what they were saying and remind them where they were. Okay. This tendency, which by the way is extremely common in busy people, encourages both parties to speed up their speech and their thinking. This in turn makes both people nervous, irritable, and annoyed. It's downright exhausting, and it sounds really stressful. I'm just going to put in my ad-libs today. It's also the cause of many arguments, because if there's one thing almost everyone resents, it's someone who doesn't listen to what they're saying. And how can you really listen to what someone's saying when you are speaking for that person? Once you begin noticing yourself interrupting others, you'll see that this insidious tendency is nothing more than an innocent habit that has become invisible to you. You don't even notice that you're doing it. This is good news because it means that all you really have to do is begin catching yourself when you forget. Remind yourself before a conversation begins, if possible, to be patient and wait. And I'm going to add in slow down. Breathe, right? Tell yourself to allow the other person to finish speaking before you take your turn. You'll notice right away how much the interactions with other people in your life will improve as a direct result of this simple act. Tell yourself to allow the other person to finish speaking before you take your turn. The people you communicate with will feel much more relaxed around you when they feel heard and listened to. You'll also notice how much more relaxed you'll feel when you stop interrupting others. Your heart and pulse rates will slow down. You'll begin to enjoy your conversations rather than rush through them. This is an easy way to become a more relaxed and loving person. So just slow down. All right, I could see that. I never thought of that being something that would drastically shift your mentality and the mentality of the person that you're having a conversation with. But I like that, to slow down. I feel like I actually personally do this during these lives. I kind of try to rush through it because I don't want them to be too long and dragged out. Plus a little bit of nerves from being on live and reading on live and, all the things that are going on in my mind. So I feel like I rush through it. So that was actually a good reminder just to slow down. And I remind myself to hold on to my peace and just breathe, take things slow. They don't need to be rushed. So yeah. So I will add more of my reflections in the caption below. You let me know what you think about day 7 in the comments below, or you can DM me. Thank you for being here with me. I'll see you tomorrow for day 8, because this is day 7.